Before the video you are about to watch begins, let me get a few disclaimers out of the way. My opinion may change over time. In fact, my opinion changes all of the time. So if I ever contradict myself in the future, claiming that I prefer something that is on number 10 to something that is on number 1, that does not mean that I am being dishonest in this video. Second of all, I have some very controversial takes and movie opinions, such as my favorite MCU movie of all time being Thor: The Dark World, or my favorite movie of all time and my favorite Star Wars movie being Attack of the Clones. So if you're a person who is willing to disagree, because we all do, but is going to do so in a respectful manner and will not try to sway my opinion, welcome aboard. If you're a person who will get angry at my opinions, then au revoir. Finally, due to how sensitive people in this world are to spoilers, I must warn you, while I'm not spoiling anything in the narration, there might be spoilerish clips that will be shown during the video, so you have been warned just in case.
Hello there. This is Ophorensis,
and today I am covering a topic that I wanted to talk about for a long time now. The topic in question, my top 10 favorite movies of all time, but with a little cherry on the top. The movies I talk about cannot be part of a series that has more than 2 installments in it. If I talked about stuff that even has 3 installments, I would immediately say Men in Black, Indiana Jones, Star Wars, Lord of the Rings, blah, 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 and that would be too easy, and Star Wars would cover almost the entirety of the list. So rather than that, I'm covering movies that have maximum of 2, or in the better case, 1 installments in it. On number 10, we have 2017's Kong Skull Island, a film with an incredibly vibrant and attractive choice of colors for each frame, some incredible editing and interesting stylistic decisions, an interesting plot with incredible drama, and an outstanding cast that includes Samuel Jackson, Brie Larson, Tom Hiddleston, John Goodman, John C. Reilly, and others. I especially love the design of all of the mystical creatures and how intertwined they are with this incredibly unique location. On number 9, we have 1988's comedy movie Coming to America. The humor in this film is absolutely astonishingly well written for the most part, and brilliant. The costumes, setting, atmosphere, themes, and main message of the movie are very well put together, and the emotional moments really do work. The cast includes such brilliant highlights as James Earl Jones, Eddie Murphy, and even Samuel Jackson in an amazing little role. And all of them play their roles to a T. Finally, it features one scene which, to this day, gives me absolute goosebumps and doesn't let me sit in my chair without jumping at every second due to its coolness. On number 8, we have 2014's The 100-Foot Journey. This movie is unbelievably emotional and genuine when it comes to themes of family, partnerships, and love. It also does not feel like some kind of full-on plot, but rather a realistic stay with this family in a crucial moment of their life. Movies that place you in someone else's shoes, but also still feel like a story with good comedy, interesting placement of cameras, and emotional montages really work for my taste. On number 7, I have another 2014 film called Kingsman: The Secret Service. This incredible action/spy thriller film is extremely interesting due to the wide variety of interesting colors, the composition of shots, the fantastic music choices, and the incredible mystery, very well played out as the story progresses. On number 6, we have the comedic action film Spy from 2015. Not only is this film amazing at poking fun at the usual spy action genre, it has an amazing and intriguing plot in itself. Another thing I absolutely adore about the movie are the outstanding characters. The very beginning introduces Rod Rovi's Tihomir Bayanov, The movie also features my favorite Jason Statham performance as the great Rick Ford. Richard Briggs, Salsa Dudaev is very good at serving his story purpose. Melissa McCarthy as Susan Cooper is both extremely comedic and sympathetic as the protagonist. And this movie also introduced my sixth favorite character in any movie ever. Peter Serafinowicz, Aldo. He is just and even one of my favorite singers, Verka Serduchka, has a cameo in this. Dear God! I placed 2005's King Kong by incredible director Peter Jackson on spot number 5. This movie is just unbelievably good. It is fantastic at conveying incredibly deep and raw emotion without a single word being said, just through acting and camera work. It also happens to have one of the most entertaining jungle settings and creative designs of various species and creatures put to film. The effects, the story, the visual filmmaking, the acting, the design choices, Adrian Brody, Andy Serkis, Jack Black, astonishingly good. On number 4, we have The Tourist from 2010. Once again, a crime/mystery drama, and this time around, one of my favorites. The movie starts and you're thrown right into the story. No waiting, nothing, spies, drama, criminals. Twists, turns, incredible action sequences, constant betrayals, some genius I tell you, plot elements and concepts, and a mind-boggling, shocking conclusion. The locations and places that the movie takes place in are used a lot to the story's advantage, and overall it's incredibly fun. Paul Bettany, Angelina Jolie, Steven Berkoff, and especially Johnny Depp give this movie their role. And it's a thrilling and engaging ride from start to finish. I place Tim Burton's wonderful 2005 film Charlie and the Chocolate Factory on number 3. The pure imagination and creativity displayed in this movie is astounding and shocking. It is not only a very faithful adaptation of Roald Dahl's classic book, also an incredible compliment to Burton's very original style. Highlights for me are most definitely the incredible messages of family and the evil that is greed and disrespect. The score by Danny Elfman is enchanting and thrilling. The movie is incredibly engaging, and the actors are unbelievably wonderful. David Kelly is just so terrifically fantastic. Freddie Highmore is so fascinating. Johnny Depp is so into this role and his performance is absolutely wonderful. Deep Roy, Liz Smith, and Christopher Lee are also a true delight. I put another Tim Burton film on number 2, Sleepy Hollow. Watched this film for the very first time recently and couldn't have been more happy to see something like it. To start off, I want to explain my stance on the movie's genre. I have seen many people claim that this is a horror movie, and I couldn't disagree more with that. For me, it is most certainly a murder mystery, and given how much I love that genre, this was most certainly a film for me. It has an incredibly interesting and indescribable creepy atmosphere, but is very much light-hearted, having a large amount of very well-written jokes that actually work very well. Each shot is incredibly well lit, has a very specific tone, and is very much something from the director's heart. Not to mention the fantastic cast of this movie. Ian McDiarmid, my favorite actor ever, is in this, which immediately gives the film extra points. Michael Gambon plays my favorite character of his. Richard Griffiths plays a great character and has incredible chemistry with Johnny Depp, who also does an incredible job with what he's given. Martin Landau, the voice of Scorpion in Spider-Man the Animated Series, plays his part very well, given he doesn't have a single word and only works with his own facial features. Christopher Lee, as always, does a great job. Ray Park is amazing, despite not even having a head, and Nick Gillard is the choreographer. It's shockingly great. And number 1 is... Who is Rian Johnson? He is the director of Star Wars The Last Jedi. A film that I actually love, but clearly disrespects the franchise, lore, and characters. However, I knew when watching that movie that if this person was given his own story with a blank slate and there being nothing in the past that could be disrespected, he would most definitely succeed at it. And he did! Knives Out is by far my favorite standalone movie. It is amazingly well put together. And in fact, I love it so much I once wanted to do an hour-long documentary on why it is brilliant. I recorded my review for half of the movie and then got very tired. Maybe I'll do it one day still, but I'll need someone to help me out with the script. Anyway, this film is everything I love about murder mysteries. It has an incredibly charismatic investigator, the only Daniel Craig role I like, who is incredibly smart, a lot of incredibly complex, interesting, and fun to be around witnesses and suspects, several accounts of what happened from different perspectives, a bold and successful way of twisting the formula of the genre, and some incredible drama. The cast consists of such legends as Christopher Plummer, Frank Oz, Don Johnson, and a rather interesting role in Chris Evans. I just love this film with all of my heart.